Hello and welcome to this portion of the SEBB Benefits Administrator Training provided by the Outreach and Training team. The SEBB program is administered by the Healthcare Authority. The Healthcare Authority is a state agency located in downtown Olympia. Within HCA is the Employees and Retirees Benefits Division. The Outreach and Training Unit is within Employees and Retirees Benefits Division and does just that. Outreach and training for both the SEBB and PEB programs. Here are some online resources: the SEBB website for employees, the SEBB BA webpage preparing for the first annual open enrollment, as well as the SEBB Benefits Administrator website. This section will focus on preparing for the first annual open enrollment. Let's take a look at some upcoming events. In the months of August and September, we will be providing the 2-day Benefit Administrator trainings. September 3rd, SEBB My Account is available to all benefit administrators. Because September 3rd through September 10th, we will be asking you to upload the eligibility files. Middle of September, the SEBB Initial Employee Enrollment Guides will be mailed out to all eligible school employees. Then, starting at the end of September and running through November 7th, there will be SEBB benefit fairs happening all across Washington State, leading us to October 1st, when the access to SEBB My Account, the virtual benefits fair, and ALEX are available to all eligible school employees. Why is that? October 1st through November 15th is the SEBB first annual open enrollment, leading us to January 1st when SEBB benefits begin. The SEBB benefits administrators are all payroll, benefits, and human resources staff who will administer SEBB benefits for their SEBB organization. The SEBB organizations are Washington State School Districts, charter schools, and educational service districts, the union represented employees only. The school year is defined as September 1st through August 31st. And the plan year is January 1st through December 31st of every year. What does the date of eligibility mean? That is the date when a school employee becomes eligible for the employer contribution. What about the effective date? The effective date is the date when a school employee's benefits begin. Now let's talk about eligibility for SEBB benefits for this first annual open enrollment. The rules that govern eligibility for SEBB benefits are found in WAC 182-31-040. Let's take a look at what these SEBB benefits are. There is medical, vision, dental, there's a wellness benefit, life and accidental death and dismemberment, long-term disability, a medical flexible spending arrangement, and dependent care assistance program. School employees may be eligible for SEBB benefits if they work for a SEBB organization. Again, that's a Washington State School District, a charter school, and the union represented employees of an ESD. Now, in order to determine eligibility for the SEBB program, we're going to ask ourselves, is this school employee anticipated to work 630 hours in the school year? Yes or no? If we say yes for that school employee, we consider that SEBB benefits eligible. Now keep in mind, we do want to count all of the hours from September 1st of 2019 for the upcoming school year 2019-2020. If we said no to that question, we want to take a look back at the past 2 school years. Did that school employee work at least 630 hours in each of the last 2 school years at the same SEBB organization, and are they returning to the same type of position? If so, they're presumed eligible, unless you can rebut this by notifying the school employee in writing of the specific reasons why the employee is not anticipated to work 630 hours in the upcoming school year. A school employee may also be eligible for SEBB benefits if they are anticipated to be on approved FMLA and they're enrolled in benefits under your SEBB organization's group medical plan on December 31st of 2019. Let's take a look at the eligibility file. These will be uploaded into SEBB My Account starting September 3rd of 2019. What is the eligibility file? It's a way to do a bulk upload for all the SEBB benefits eligible school employees. SEBB My Account will be live on September 3rd starting at 7 a.m. and you can go in and upload that eligibility file, or you can manually enter any eligible school employees, and also you can assign additional access roles for your other benefit administrator staff in your SEBB organization. We're asking you to complete the upload of the eligibility file into SEBB My Account by September 10th at 5 p.m. Why is that? A successful upload by September 10th at 5 p.m. will ensure that your eligible school employees will receive that initial employee enrollment guide and that they will be able to enroll in their benefits starting October 1st, which would be medical, vision, dental, and supplemental LTD in SEBB My Account, as well as the supplemental life and AD&D through the MetLife website, and the medical FSA and or the DCAP program through Navia Benefit Solutions website. If you have any school employees who are hired after you complete that initial eligibility file upload, you can go into SEBB My Account and manually input the eligibility data, or you can continue to upload additional eligibility files. Keep in mind, if you do upload additional eligibility files, you'll want to make sure that you only include newly eligible school employees. You do not want to include anybody else that you've already included on the previous eligibility files, or SEBB My Account will show you errors that you're trying to add duplicate records. If you have any questions about the eligibility file or manual entry, you can send a Fuse message to that outreach and training team, or you can call the customer service number for outreach and training at 1-800-700-1555. Let's take a look at where you will upload that eligibility file in SEBB My Account. This is a picture of what the dashboard looks like when you log into SEBB My Account. You'll click on the eligibility file tile, which will bring you to this page, and you will go ahead and select File and upload your eligibility file. When does coverage begin? Coverage begins January 1st of 2020. This is also known as the effective date. First annual open enrollment is October 1st through November 15th. Employees must complete their enrollment for SEBB benefits no later than the last day of open enrollment. Enrollment may be completed online through SEBB My Account, which is the preferred method, or they can submit forms directly to their benefit administrator. A school employee may waive SEBB medical if they're enrolled in other employer-based group medical insurance, TRICARE, or Medicare. Employees cannot waive if they're enrolled in Medicaid. They can keep their Medicaid, but they will also need to enroll in SEBB medical. Now, for a school employee who does waive their medical through SEBB, they still must enroll in dental, vision, basic life and AD&D, and basic LTD. Keep in mind, if the employee waives their medical, they cannot enroll their dependents in medical coverage. Now, what happens if your employee says, I don't want to enroll in anything, they never go into SEBB My Account and make any elections, or they never fill out any paper forms? They will be defaulted. What does that mean? The employee will be enrolled as a single subscriber into the UMP Achieve 1 medical plan, the Uniform Dental Plan, MetLife Vision. They will have basic life and AD&D, basic LTD, and they will also incur the tobacco use premium surcharge. That is $25 a month in addition to the monthly medical premium of $33 for the UMP Achieve 1. Also, for an employee who defaults, they're not able to enroll any dependents, they cannot enroll in a medical FSA or DCAP, and they cannot make any changes or add any dependents until the next annual open enrollment, or if they have a special open enrollment event occur.
We just covered eligibility for school employees, so let's talk about their eligible dependents and dependent verification. The rules that govern eligible dependents and dependent verification can be found in WAC 182-31-140. So who are eligible dependents? Well, legal spouse, state registered domestic partner, children up until the age of 26, extended dependents as long as court-ordered documentation can be provided showing legal custody or guardianship, and disabled dependents, which are those children who are age 26 years or older with a disability that occurred before they turned age 26. In order to enroll an eligible dependent in SEBB coverage, the employee must provide dependent verification. These are documents that verify the relationship between themselves and their eligible dependent. Keep in mind that this is not a comprehensive list. These are a few examples of dependent verification that can be provided, and these are the most common examples that we see. For a spouse, the most recent year's federal tax return can be provided to verify, or a marriage certificate can be provided instead as long as a subscriber can also provide proof of common residence or proof of financial interdependency. In order to enroll a state-registered domestic partner, valid dependent verification would be a certificate of state-registered domestic partnership along with proof of common residence or proof of financial interdependency. To verify children who are eligible up until the month that they turn 26 years of age, the subscriber or employee can provide the most recent year's federal tax return, or they can provide a birth certificate. Keep in mind that if an employee is enrolling a spouse and children, and all of their names and information are located on the federal tax return, that one document for the most recent, okay, just delete the whole thing. For the first annual open enrollment period, the SEBB program has contracted with Iron Mountain, who will complete dependent verification through SEBB My Account. For the first annual open enrollment period, the SEBB program has contracted with Iron Mountain, who will complete dependent verification through SEBB My Account. However, after the first annual open enrollment period, SEBB organizations will be required to verify eligible dependents who are being enrolled in SEBB coverage. In order to enroll an eligible dependent in SEBB benefits, dependent verification is required. To enroll a spouse, an employee can use the most recent year's federal tax return, or they can provide a marriage certificate as long as they can also provide proof of common residence or proof of financial interdependency. In order to enroll a state-registered domestic partner, the employee must provide the certificate of state-registered domestic partnership along with proof of common residence or proof of financial interdependency. To enroll children up until the month that they turn 26 years of age, the employee can provide the most recent year's federal tax return as well, or a birth certificate. For the first annual open enrollment period, the SEBB program has contracted with Iron Mountain, who will complete dependent verification in SEBB My Account during the first annual open enrollment period. After first annual open enrollment, SEBB organizations will be required to verify these dependents. Also, keep in mind that the Declaration of Tax Status form is required for non-qualified tax dependents. Dependent verification is also required for extended dependents and disabled dependents. In order to enroll an eligible extended dependent, the extended dependent certification form must be provided along with a court order. For disabled dependents, a certification of a child with a disability form along with the most recent year's federal tax return or a birth certificate must be provided. The SEBB program will verify and certify both extended and disabled dependents. For school employees who are currently enrolled in PEB benefits who have a dependent that has been verified by the PEB program, such as a spouse or state-registered domestic partner, children up until the age of 26, or certified extended dependents or certified disabled dependents, no dependent verification is required for the first annual open enrollment period. Keep in mind that while no dependent verification is required, employees who are transitioning from PEB benefits to SEBB benefits must still elect to enroll their dependents through SEBB My Account. For the first annual open enrollment period, no initial certification is required for school employees who are currently enrolled in a SEBB organization's group health plan who have a certified disabled dependent. Benefits administrators are authorized to attest to the dependent child's disability status based on an existing enrollment record or visual verification of a document from your SEBB organization's current health plan. Benefits administrators are authorized to attest in SEBB My Account no later than December 31st, 2019. For any disabled dependents that a benefits administrator attests for, recertification will be required during the 2020 plan year. If a SEBB organization fails to submit a timely attestation for a certified disabled dependent through SEBB My Account, the SEBB organization should immediately contact the SEBB program at the following email: ddinfo@hca.wa.gov. The SEBB program will process these requests and send out the appropriate denials along with appeals rights. If enrolling eligible dependents, dependent verification and any additional required documentation is due no later than the last day of the first annual open enrollment period, which is November 15th. Keep in mind that the employer is responsible for contacting the employee if dependent verification is not submitted. If the employee fails to submit timely dependent verification, they will be unable to enroll their dependents until either the next annual open enrollment period occurs or if a special open enrollment event occurs. In order to enroll a dependent in medical, the subscriber must also be enrolled in SEBB Medical. Keep in mind that dependents and subscriber will be enrolled in the same health plan coverage, but they may see different providers. Also, there is no additional cost to the employee to add their dependents to dental or vision. They also must be enrolled in the same health plan coverage, but they may see different providers as well. We just covered eligible dependents, so next we're going to talk a bit about the Smart Health Wellness benefit. This benefit is going to be different for the first annual open enrollment period. Any subscriber who is enrolling in SEBB Medical for plan year 2020 will have access to the Smart Health program. If they log into their Smart Health account and they complete the well-being assessment, they will be awarded the Smart Health Wellness incentive. Keep in mind that the well-being assessment must be completed no later than November 15th, the last day of the first annual open enrollment period. Once this requirement is completed, the subscriber will receive a $50 SEBB Smart Health Wellness incentive toward their 2020 plan year SEBB Medical deductible, or if they're enrolled in the high deductible health plan, the $50 Smart Health Wellness incentive will be deposited into their health savings account. So how do you qualify for the Smart Health Wellness incentive? Subscribers who enroll in SEBB Medical can log into their Smart Health account by visiting the web link on the screen, www.smarthealth.hca.wa.gov. They'll need to click on Get Started, and keep in mind that they can use this website on a computer, a laptop, a tablet, or a smartphone. The subscriber will need to complete the Smart Health Wellbeing Assessment. This takes approximately 15 minutes and again must be completed during the first annual open enrollment period. Once they complete the Wellbeing Assessment, they'll qualify for the $50 wellness incentive for plan year 2020. For those of you who are currently enrolled in PEB benefits, and will be transitioning to SEBB in 2020. If you have completed your Smart Health Wellness Incentive requirements and will be enrolling in a SEBB medical plan for plan year 2020, you will be eligible to receive the $125 PEB Smart Health Wellness Incentive applied during the 2020 plan year to your SEBB medical deductible, or if enrolled in the high deductible health plan, deposited into your health savings account. Keep in mind that you can only receive one of the two incentives if you are transitioning from PEB to SEBB. If you meet the requirements for both, you will only receive the PEB program's $125 incentive. Earlier, we discussed eligibility for employees and we talked about eligible dependents. So what about those individuals who are not anticipated to be eligible for SEBB benefits come January 1st, 2020? Well, they may have the option to enroll in SEBB continuation coverage, but the SEBB program is going to need information from SEBB organizations in order to notify those individuals of their potential eligibility. This section is going to talk about who may be eligible to enroll in SEBB continuation coverage, as well as what the SEBB program needs from SEBB organizations in order to notify those individuals. What is SEBB continuation coverage? It's a temporary extension of SEBB health plan benefits that's going to be available to some school employees and dependents on a self-pay basis. Starting January 1st of 2020, the Healthcare Authority will administer continuation coverage for all SEBB organizations. School employees and dependents who are not eligible for SEBB benefits starting January 1st, 2020 may have continuation coverage options available to them. Keep in mind, they must be enrolled in medical, vision, or dental under a group health plan offered by a SEBB organization on December 31st, 2019 in order to enroll in SEBB continuation coverage. For those who are enrolled in continuation coverage in medical, vision, or dental through your SEBB organization and will be enrolled as of December 31st, 2019, they will also have the option to continue enrollment through SEBB continuation coverage options. Earlier I mentioned that the SEBB program does need to receive information in order to notify these eligible individuals. So the SEBB program is sending out a request for COBRA and other continuation coverage enrollees. That will come in the form of an Excel spreadsheet sent via GovDelivery. The first request has already been sent out. It was sent the week of August 5th, 2019, with a response request of no later than September 13th, 2019. So in the spreadsheet, we're asking that you include any employees and dependents who are anticipated to experience a qualifying event on or before December 31st, 2019. The spreadsheet will include instructions with a request that it be completed and submitted to Outreach and Training via the Fuse system. A second request will be sent out the week of December 2nd, with a response request of no later than December 15th, 2019. A final request may be sent out the week of January 3rd, 2020, with a response request of January 15th, 2020. Keep in mind that if you have any questions about the spreadsheet, or if you would like to submit additional individuals on your spreadsheets anytime outside of this time frame, you can do so by sending a Fuse message. Once the SEBB program receives the information for these individuals, a SEBB continuation coverage election notice booklet will be mailed to the address that's provided on the spreadsheet by the SEBB organizations. Mailings will start October 1st. If an eligible individual would like to enroll in SEBB continuation coverage, they will have to submit their paper forms and their first premium payment to the Healthcare Authority no later than 60 days after January 1st, 2020. Enrollment cannot take place through SEBB My Account. Eligible individuals can contact customer service at 1-800-200-1004. This customer service line is for retirees and continuation coverage enrollees only. For SEBB benefits administrators who have questions, you can contact Outreach and Training via the Fuse system. Thank you for watching.